So if we say sine 20 equal to A, sine 20 equal to A, you can start by putting in a triangle of this, okay? Make a triangle out of it. So obviously now if you want a triangle, sine must be opposite over hypotenuse. So you're going to have to put it over 1, okay, to make it an opposite over hypotenuse. Now we can say opposite over hypotenuse is A over 1. So when I look at the triangle now, I can say it's 20 degrees over there, 70 degrees over there, and then opposite over hypotenuse is A over 1. Okay, so we just make a little triangle, and then we can say, okay, so if you look at this triangle now, there's the 20 degrees, there's my 70 degrees, okay? I've got A and 1, and this is my long side, so this one will be the square root of 1 minus A squared. Okay, forget this side, because I take the long side squared, 1 squared, which is 1, minus the short side squared. So it's 1 minus A squared, and then I get the square root. So now I've got my 3 sides. So now I can find sine, cos, or tan. Okay. So let's say, for instance, the question says, let's say question number 1. Let's say they say find sine 40. Okay, sine 40. You can say, okay, well, I don't have a 40, I've got a 20. But I know sine 40 is the same as sine 2 times 20. So I can do that. I can change it to a double angle. So 2 times 20 is still 40. But if I think of sine 2x, sine 2x is 2 sine x cos x. Okay? So I can change this one now to 2 sine x cos x. Okay. 2 sine x cos x. 2 sine 20 cos 20. And then sine 20 is a, so it's going to be 2 times a. We can make it a over 1. And then times cos 20 is adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's going to be square root of 1 minus a squared over 1. Okay, so we just substitute sine 20 and cos 20. Okay, and then you can simplify that. It's going to be 2a square root of 1 minus a squared. And you read it like that. That's your answer. That's sine 40. Okay, now let's look at another one. Let's say they ask you to find 4 sine 10 times cos 10. Let's say number 2. 4 sine 10 cos 10. Think of this one. 4 sine 10 cos 10. Okay? You can say, well, there's a 20, but there's not a 10. Okay? Yeah. But if I think of sine x cos x, it kind of looks like a double angle. Okay? So what I can do is I can say, what if I take 1, 2 inside, so it's 2 sine 2 times 10. Can't I do that? Let's see. Sine 2x becomes 2 sine x cos x. So 2, if I just think of sine 2 times 10, I can take the 2 to the front, then the 2 times the 2 gives me 4. And then what's left? Sine 10 cos 10. So I can change this part, sine 10 cos 10, if it was a 2. 2 sine 10, I could have changed it to sine 2 times 10, but now it's 4, so I just leave 1 2 outside. Okay, so we basically work back to the double angle identity. And so what I did is I just work one step back basically to get that. So that gives me 2 sine 20, which then will be 2a. Okay, 2 sine 20. Sine 20 is a. Alright. So if we think of, let's say, one more. Let's say we look at, for instance, let's make it sine 80. If you think of number 3, let's say it's sine 80. But you can still use this triangle to get sine 80. You can say, okay, well, sine 80, I can make it because I can try to do it without a calculator, so I can maybe say, make it sine 60 plus 20. Okay, why? Because 60 is a special angle. I can get 60 without a calculator. Okay? And 60 plus 20 is still 80. But now I've got compound angles. So now I can say sine 60 cos 20 plus cos 60 sine 20. So now I can change this one to sine 60 cos 20 plus cos 60 sine 20. Okay. And then obviously sine 60, if you think of the special triangle, if you look at 30, 60, 91, 2, square root of 3. Think of the special triangle. Then we got our 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Then sine 60 is square root of 3 over 2. Times cos 20, you go back, cos 20 is square root of 1 minus a squared over 1. And then plus cos 60, you check here, 60, cos, adjacent of our hypotenuse, 1 over 2. Okay. And then the last one is sine 20, which is just a. Okay. So then you just substitute them. And then when you simplify that, this part will become, now you can actually combine them, say square root of 3, 1 minus a squared over 2. And here you're just going to have plus a over 2. Okay, they got the same denominator. So now you just put the a, you can add them and just say it's going to be a plus square root of 3, 1 minus a squared, the whole thing over 2 as one